Okay, I think if I turn on the introduction, people will die from boredom. So I'm gonna just start. It's night. Fabulous. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. It's Saturday, my favorite day of the week, and this is episode 33 of the Nomanskyechoes Wonders Show. I really hope that we are online and everything is audible, and I really appreciate everyone who is joining us today via chat or watching the show later on. For the people who are joining for the first time, the Nomanskyechoes Wonders Show is a show about the wonders of No Man's Sky in virtual reality. It's now becoming more of a talk show when we talk about all the different wonderful bases, and usually leading this conversation is a guest who actually sometimes built the bases or just know more about them. And every week we talk, we have fun, we rest and relax and enjoy our game in virtual reality. This week, we're gonna have our guest Andy from the Qitanian Empire. He has been one of the very nicest and cool people I met in the game so far. He, always make me see an environment of peace. That's why I called this episode Peace. He produces pieces every time he talks. You're gonna see this guy. This is his magical power. He's also very good base builder. He also have I don't know, hundreds of hours in No Man's Sky, and he's also a leader of the Qitanian Empire civilization, who I'm really, really happy to be a member of. It's actually one of the two civilizations that I am a proud member of. So Andy will be with us today. We're going to tour 4 of his bases, and we're going to learn about the history of these bases, the journey of his No Man's Sky experiences, and his journey of life a little bit also. And joining me today, my favorite co-hosts, Kim, not this chef, correct? Yeah, so Kim is in the chat, and also Max. And let's welcome them, and then let's welcome people who join us in the chat. Andy, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic, Mia. I'm really excited to be here today.
Perfect.
I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Max, Kim, how you guys are doing today? You had a good week? Looking to the weekend?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm doing good.
Perfect.
Yeah, pretty good.
Perfect.
Getting back in the swing of things. PSL vibes. It's great. Crisp air and pumpkins everywhere. It's nice.
All right. So before we start, let's just welcome, the people who join us through the chat. I seen that, Andy is actually very popular. We have Twitchers joining from, the PSVR2 community. One of my closest friends, Joyros, Zaps, Head, Krusty. Really appreciate you guys joining us today. And yeah, let's start. So Andy, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit to the people who never met you before? A brief introduction about yourself. Where are you from, and what do you do for your life? A little bit. While I take a look to this marvelous space.
Please go ahead. Yeah. Welcome. Have a look around. My name's Andy. I'm known in the No Man's Sky community as Kestrel. It was just a cool name I picked out once. As you said, I'm one of the leaders of the Qitanian Empire. Just recently kind of moved into that role in the last few months. Just a fantastic bunch of people. Really gotten to make some good friends with those folks. Like you said, it's a good bunch of people. They're peaceful, fun-loving, generous, a really good bunch of folks to hang out with and do some cool stuff with. You probably can tell from the thick accent, but I'm actually from the southern United States. I'm actually born and raised in the state of Alabama, and live there currently. As far as what I do for a real job, I actually am in anesthesia. I put people to sleep for surgeries and wake them up, of course, afterwards when it's done. But that's kind of my in real life job that sucks up a lot of my time. So I get to play No Man's Sky kind of sparingly nowadays, but when I do, I try to make the most of it.
Perfect.
Yay, I have another southern accent today. I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one.
Welcome. We are so happy to have
it's
you.
Great, we
today.
got a smidge of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And Max, how are you doing? How is things with Chimera Corp? Anything interesting going on?
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, just gearing up for fall. We got the Halloween event coming up for October, so getting all ready for that. Got a somewhat interesting planet picked out, which should bring out some inspirational color palettes. It's sort of I'll leave it for a surprise when people get there, but I had no hand in picking out the planet this time, which I'm happy that was the case, because we are our collective administrative group. We actually made a decision, and it was great. And sometimes picking places to do things is like one of the hardest parts about events. Is like, okay, who wants this place? Who wants this place? It
How
went
do you
well.
narrow down the options? Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a struggle, but so it'll be spooky skeleton season before you know it. That's pretty much in the immediate pipeline. That's what's going down.
Spooky
I love that
skeleton
planet we are.
season. I hate Halloweens because I can't stand horror. I have a weak heart. Well, looking forward to
Same
events.
here. I don't like Halloween either.
Yeah,
Well, you can go the
um,
goofy route. There's the hocus pocus, earnest, scared, stupid Halloween, and then there's the can't sleep for weeks Halloween. So you can come somewhere.
Perfect. Kim, how's things going with you? Done some volunteer work lately? An active start for the weekend?
Oh yeah, trying to stay busy. I've got a going away dinner to go to tonight too. A couple of my friends are moving away, so.
Interesting. And both of you, Starfield lovers, correct? I'm so happy I took you away from Starfield and forced you to join me for the show. So
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. I think we can welcome a few folks who joined us. Oh, I see Maxi joined. Hey Maxi, thank you for joining. And guys, Maxi do some interesting streams lately. I mean, I joined there and I laugh like like crazy, to be honest. Some nostalgia there. All right, so let's start the tour. And Andy, man,
Yes.
you put people to sleep. That's a scary job, my friend.
It has its moments. I definitely have more gray hairs nowadays than I did when I started this profession. That's for sure. Yeah, it's definitely stressful.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
good that you're
Yeah.
willing to wake them up after, though.
They don't pay me if I don't do that. So so I got to wake them up. But it's one of the reasons why I love this game so much, is that it's just been my way to relax and unwind and kind of decompress. Because it's like you said, we all have stresses every day, and got to find a way to be able to kind of let those slide off of you a little bit. And so this is just my chosen way of doing it.
Yeah, it works the same way for me too. Love it.
Yeah, I can just while away the hours by just putting pieces together. It's like a different version of Legos almost.
Yeah, yes. Build.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of echo, I think, coming from Kim's voice. I'm not sure, but Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit about this base? I mean, you put all kind of, very unique names for the bases. So, and let's start. Are we
Yeah,
doing the official tour? I mean, should we are doing it
sure.
probably? This is the correct entrance that I went from. This
You
is
came in what I consider to be the main entrance of the base. Yeah, this base is named Sek'em Ahan. That's actually the name of it, because a little background info: the Qitanian Empire is one of the only ones. I don't know if on one of the only ones or the only one that has its own language. So our founder, Cash Karoon, came up with, and some early Qitanians came up with some words. We've got a few hundred words that we can pick from, and so this base translates into oil rocks, is what it's actually translates into. And the inspiration from it actually comes from a real life location called Oil Rocks. It's actually a offshore oil platform off the coast of Azerbaijan in the Caspian Sea. It's like a big, almost like a city on the water that's been built out there. It's been there for decades.
how
And so,
how in hell you knew about this?
That's cool.
well, the funny part is that even though I give anesthesia nowadays, I'm a big history buff. I originally went to school to be an engineer, and didn't pursue that. But just weird, unusual engineering things that are created in weird and unusual places just fascinates me. And so I took that as an inspiration for this one. So this is a big, basically an oil rig or just some sort of production platform built out over the water. But it's got places for the people to live. It's got stores and restaurants, and actually, kind of behind where you're standing now, is a apartment complex with 8 apartments in it. One of them that was supposed to be furnished by Kim, but we had some
And
technical
was indeed
difficulties.
furnished by Kim.
It was furnished, and then yours truly fell asleep at the computer, and things didn't get saved. So one of these days, I've got to bring her back over here and let her do that again if she's willing to try it a second time. But there's a couple of them that are actually still unfurnished because I'm kind of running up against the part limit on this base.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
like
pretty
that.
close. It's at about 2,800 pieces or so right now, because I like to put a lot of little details,
yeah, me too.
yeah, like and Twitcher mentioned it in the chat that I really goofed it up by saying Legos with an S, and I should know that because I grew up with Lego. My son is huge with Lego, and the plural is definitely Lego, not Legos. And I do apologize to any of the brick fans out there for saying that, and I should know better.
Man, these
Go
Legos
ahead.
are, how do you say, are a big problem. My little one, 6 years old for the last, I don't know, 2-3 years, and looks like it's gonna be his personal hobby. Every time he wants any kind of toys, he asks for a Lego. And now everywhere I go, I step on these freaking tiny pieces that's really hurt. Correct. So
Yes.
the big one is not more of a Lego fan, but the small one, he do all kind of strange stuff with Lego. But I wanted to take a specific point here. You mentioned you originally wanted to be an engineer, because I had a personal history with this. I originally wanted to be an archaeologist. Correct. I really love history, but my father, like 1 year before he died, he actually like forced me to be an engineer. He was like, if you do that, you will never have enough money, and you are good with maths, and you got a good high school score, you should go to be an engineer. And I was like, but I love history. I want to unleash the mysteries of the civilization. We have a lot of stuff in Egypt that we can do and dig and stuff like that. But I ended being an engineer. It really helped me well. But I always feel, oh, what would have been my life if I just done the things that I love. And you guys, correct in the chat, if you really wanted to be something when you were young, and then ended doing something else. Let us know. Share your stories. Max, Kim, you guys wanted to do something when you were young and ended doing something else, or your life was
Yep.
smooth as it is?
Yeah, I wanted to be a chemical engineer.
You wanted to be an engineer? Okay, so 2 engineers that wanted to be an engineers and ended doing something else, and 1 engineer who is actually an engineer and never wanted to be an engineer. What about you, Max?
Yes.
Well, I went to initially I went to chef school, and then just didn't sort of. I don't know. The vibe wasn't really. I don't know. Wasn't really for me. I loved food. I still do. It's just like becoming that person was not really. I wasn't as much of a prick. Like you had to really like dig on people, and that's just, I didn't dig the industry, so to speak. It was just very like, belittling. And even today, like I worked as a gas technician, and like we fix equipment in nursing homes, hospitals, and anything that sort of burns fuel. So then now I interact with chefs, and I still see that use. So I'm happy that I'm like on the other side, fixing stuff. But it's funny how like I'm still in that industry, but like not in it. I'm more supporting it. If that makes sense, right? Which is the supportive role is more appreciated. The auxiliaries, cutting onions. I'm glad I didn't spend 10 years of my life doing that. Fuck. Anyway. But yeah.
Maxie said he went to chef school too.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're split from the same hair sometimes.
Angie.
It's a Max thing,
Yeah.
I don't know if he is actually named Max, but I'm assuming that is his name. I only assume.
You put this a little bit high. I can't put my hand in it, man. Is my character too short today?
I can't reach it.
Yeah, I think
Wait.
chasing the childhood dreams, correct? It's something that we'll always remember, always remember. But the good thing is that we can still always find a way to do something that we love and have fun with it. But I have been going all kind of directions here. Let me go back again to the start one more time so we can go through the formal tour. Now, if you don't keep me on a check, man, I'll just keep roaming, like a lost dog around here. So I'm back to the start.
That's right.
Correct? I'm here.
Right.
Let's start with the tour, and I want to see, if we have some interesting stories shared by anyone.
So this is like you said, the main entrance, and if you go straight ahead of you, that you went into the store on the right. Ahead of you to the left is actually a couple of public restrooms because I thought those are necessary.
Where are you? Oh wait!
I am behind you. Yeah.
I see Delta Creator, Delta Mom joined. Thank you for joining. So this is the restroom.
Yeah.
That's very nice, restroom. So, I went to a couple of actual rig sites. So I work a lot for the oil and gas industry, man. If they see this, they will make a revolution. I mean, usually the toilets are like that's this big. This is very, very kind of you. But I have to tell you, I went to oil rig sites, correct? And these definitely have the actual vibes, correct? Where is this rig again? Did you say Azerbaijan?
Yes, the inspiration for this is a real life location off. It sits about 30 miles off the coast of Azerbaijan in the Caspian Sea. Yeah.
Oh wow!
If anyone can find this and put the link in the chat, I'm definitely gonna go and check that. I want to see how this looks like. I mean, Azerbaijan is actually.
I'm looking.
Yeah, it's a place where it's very hard to go, but.
Yeah.
Oh, there is two restrooms. Now it's more makes sense. That's cool. This one is this one is cool. Okay. So here is the restroom, and we had a storage and
just a nice little store there. Yeah, down here where you started to, I noticed you walked up to this door. There's it's deliberately on a switch instead of a proximity detector. There's a switch in this little security office to your right up here on the countertop. But if you push that switch, it then opens the door.
Okay, switches. Okay, we have had in the chat, and for sometimes I don't want to see any kind of switches again for some time. Correct. For the people who watched last episodes, that was fun. I had dozens of fun. So this is the security control room. That's actually correct. From safety, you need to show your ID or whatever before you can actually go to the actual site. That's a very nice real life security check room. If I'm here as a security guard, I will have a lot of fun. Look at these screens. I mean, the beauty about this build, and we didn't even start, is that it's just so realistic. I love seeing realistic stuff in No Man's Sky, because with the limited amount of build parts, it's just mind-blowing when you are actually able to, to do real stuff with it. This is just so cool, and this is. I used to be able to go inside this character and actually talk like him, but this makes very strange feeling in virtual reality.
I can imagine.
Oh, Twitch wanted to be a teacher? No way. I don't think that. Oh, he is a teacher. Oh my God. I would have never guessed Twitcher to be a teacher. One of the most smartest people that I ever met. No offense, correct? I mean, teachers are extremely smart. But, my experience with teachers, especially when I was in school, is, most of my teachers was really boring as hell. So, yeah, let's see. Oh, look at this ringed view. Wow. Beautiful.
That's pretty nice. This planet's really pretty.
Especially at night. So we entered here. This is like the actual, operations area.
Yeah. So another security checkpoint kind of over here that comes in from my sort of sad excuse to build a boat that sits off to the side over there. I'm not really good at building that sort of stuff. I never really learned how to glitch build very well. So the boat is questionable in its design, but it serves its purpose.
That's a boat. That's an actual boat here.
Yeah, sitting in there moored up, and it hosts my exocraft in the back of it that you can pop on and go heading out across the water if you want to.
I can go inside the boat?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my God. That's so cool. Again, a little bit big for my character, correct? But
it's a little big. Yeah, the scale's not quite right in the cockpit, but it's all there.
I can still get it from here. I love.
I thought you were gonna do a taller character, Miha.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna make yourself taller.
What happened to my character? I made a guide about virtual reality, tips and tricks and stuff like this, and I was gonna actually make a bonus tip that always use a tall character in virtual reality. You playing as a geek or as a short character will make your life really really hard. Look at how cool this exocraft is. It's so shiny. It's like silver. It's like a Batman exocraft. Wow! Look at this. So cool. So
everybody in the chat's loving this, Andy.
It's really nice. It's really really nice. I mean,
thanks.
The actual vibe.
I found real pictures of the.
You found
the reference if you want to take a look at it.
You found it?
Cool.
Yeah. So let me zoom out and take a look to this. Correct?
30 miles east of Baku.
Is it something close to this, or Andy just making fun of us because we don't know anything about Azerbaijan?
Oh no, his is very very similar. It's great.
Oh my God!
As soon as I saw it, I was
Discord.
I'm blown away.
It in the episode chat, I think, and then in the Discord, one of the chats.
Cool, thanks.
Nice.
So something
he did it justice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Come over
I
here, Mia.
love this part that you're in,
this
like
is
the
the-
center part where these connect in the middle. So cool.
Yeah. My favorite part, and I think you might get a kick out of this, Mia, is over here in the corner.
Look
I
at
took
this!
some time. Yeah.
You actually
Made a few.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just said, yeah, made a couple of vending machines, made some arcade games. You know, found some ideas that I saw. I think Boyd Gaming did a couple of things on YouTube, some small builds that I took and kind of modified a little bit. But the vending machines, actually, if you go to the little device down there in the tray that you've dispensed into, it's a barrel fabricator, so you can actually pull something out of it. So technically speaking, it's a functional vending machine because it will give you something if you look at it just right. But it can be kind of hard to get that to actually work sometimes.
Wait, let me turn on my HUD and see what can I do with these. That's so funny.
That's great. It looks so cool in VR while you're doing that.
Yeah, it does.
That's
I think I can.
That's great.
I can actually.
Little strings when you pull your hands and stuff.
Oh, I
like
got
the area
it. I
that
searched
was-
it actually. I was able to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're
I can see it almost like it's dropping too. Like when you had that, like there was a little like blip where it almost like was
Yeah.
copying. It's just that was fun.
Yeah, I
This is
imagine
perfect
correct.
because Miha loves to grab everything and touch everything. So
yeah.
Yeah.
this is way up his alley.
They don't allow me to carry stuff. I can just grab stuff, correct?
Oh, look at
But
these.
look at the details in
Those
here.
are great. Oh, look at those machines. Those are lovely.
Oh, this
they're
is my
arcade
favorite.
machines?
One.
Dude.
Oh, these are cool. Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's so good. I love the little buttons coming through the cabinet. Yes.
They're
Those
the
cabinets
cups.
run so well.
They're the little cups turned upside down.
Wow.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious.
I remember having
That is so
my
good.
hands like completely like this from playing on this arcade when I was young. That brings memories.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfectly. You can tap all the buttons and you can actually get your hand around it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just the little
More
things
coins. I
sometimes,
need
right,
more
guys?
coins here. No, but come on, Andy. Correct. Putting this for oil rig workers work 12 shifts. You are really
Yeah.
giving these guys some fancy interesting stuff. This looks like a game also in here. Two people can sit
Yes.
and also play.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sit down
I'm
across from
softened
each other.
back.
I haven't seen anything like this before.
That's great.
This is so
I
cute.
remember
All you
fun.
gamer guys are just wigging out over these arcade
I
machines.
remember as a kid a
Perfect,
little as a kid a little tabletop version of the Pac-Man game that was built like that, so
This
that you
is
could
so
sit across
cute.
from each other.
Yeah.
Like Had saying in the chat, kind of like that like a Star Wars game almost, where they're sitting in
Yes.
the
Yes.
two
That's exactly
holographic
what it reminds
characters.
me of.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so interesting. I see Lara joined. Thank you for joining, Lara. Oh, look at this. There is even
some
an
Some
actual
ships
function.
just dropped out of warp in the distance there. That was fun.
Yeah.
Like a little warp ripple. Oh wow! Look at that, dude. That is just rock solid. That
look at the
sit down
sounds.
arcade bucket chair. What?
yeah. You can sit down in there and like it's a arcade version of a driving game. So it's pretty fun.
VR, go for a rip. Oh, you can't sit. No. It's
That's
okay.
as far
yeah,
as I
you
can
can't
go,
sit.
guys. Don't make me cry.
It's okay.
They punish
okay.
us
It's okay,
for
don't
not
worry, it's
allowing
fine.
us to sit
It's
in
fine.
VR.
You're sitting. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
It works-
pretend
it
you're
works.
45 degrees to the right.
it works for me to sit in.
No. It's just in VR you can't
No,
sit.
Miha can't sit.
Oh, wait.
One day.
wait.
Oh, the sit update.
One day.
Ah.
One day.
I should make a meme for you. Sean Marie like with a VR headset, like squatting, like the
I-
sit update.
I thought I was gonna sit, but it
Maybe I'll
ended
get a
being the
retweet.
lights only. Oh, my heart almost popped out, but it's just the lights.
Well, yeah, I use that as a headrest for the seat, and I decided why not hook it up to power and make it work.
I love this cool, geek icon in here. This is one of the newest ones. There is like a water sound in here. I don't know where it's coming from. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So what is this area?
You said
This
water? Well, I mean, you're on the water.
Oh, from the water. Yeah, we are so close to the water. You're right. Yeah. This is like a
Sometimes
green
little
area.
electric waves will get you.
Yeah, like a little garden shop is kind of how I imagined it. There's a weapon shop next door, and then like a almost a home improvement kind of thing across the way that sells construction equipment, and bags of concrete, and that sort of stuff. Going back to earlier when we were talking about Lego, you know, in that community, there's this idea of, like, if you've seen the really big Millennium Falcon build, or the really big Imperial cruiser build, it has all those little details, the little bits and pieces stuck to the outside. And the Lego community calls that greebling. It's the funniest little term. I love it. But it's just putting all of these little pieces here and there just to make something look even more detailed and more used, more lived in, and that sort of stuff. So I kind of, I guess, practice maybe the No Man's Sky version of greebling on my builds. You know, just
I did not know there was a separate word for that. That is so cool. I do that too in my build.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't know it until my son became really big into Lego, and he introduced me to that term. I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what we're trying to do. It's just little things here and there, all over the place.
Yeah, it's when things just, you know, clicks together, when everything just fit together.
Yeah.
I'm also not familiar with the term. I'm getting so concerned if my son is gonna be like a massive fan of Lego when he grows up, because the big ones looks just like so scary, and he spent hours playing with Lego. But when this is something that we will always try to do in our life, ensuring that, you know, some people are calling this also a little bit of perfectionist, when you just wanted to ensure everything is just fitting together, everything is just so polished.
That's definitely Andy.
Yeah,
All his builds are that way.
Yeah, I like to say that my builds are never really done. I had to force myself to stop tweaking on my builds, knowing that I was coming on the show, because I'm all the time just coming back and doing one or two little things here and there. It's almost like they're never finished.
Well, you know what they say, art is never finished, only abandoned.
Right.
This is your art.
Yeah, exactly.
The fire is coming out of here. No, yeah, I always try to, you know, sometimes do this. I used to do this with my YouTube videos also when I started to do, started my journey on content creation. So I used to spend like 20, 30, I think I remember my biggest score was like 27 hours making one video, trying to perfectionist a little bit. But then, you know, slowly I started to, you know, reduce a little bit, but I still wanted to ensure that everything just clicks together, everything just fits together. Just give you this, you know, cool feeling, you know, that, you know, especially for people who wanted to be an engineer or have an engineering mindset, when things can't fit for some reason, it can drive people crazy. Look at this.
Yep.
I see in the chat, Twitcher said that greebling was actually invented by Industrial Light and Magic during the making of the first Star Wars movie. I did not know that. That makes perfect sense.
Totally
Twitcher is blowing us away, showing
Nice.
how smart teachers are. All right. No, I appreciate you guys. So what is this big area in here? Is like the refining area?
Yeah, that what you're walking into now, that's what I consider kind of the oil rig, or the part of the build. I just tried to make it sort of as industrial as possible, and of course, for maximum safety, there's literally a bar right across the walkway from it, because of course, why not? So lots of, you know, screens and pipes and mechanical bits and pieces, and just to try and make it look as industrial as possible.
It's so interesting. It's very interesting. What do you guys think about this?
Definitely helped too.
Yeah, I really
great.
that was Max, kind of the inspiration behind trying to start this build. Anyway, was using freighter parts on a planet side build. You know, that's really what I started out with. So yeah, all the freighter walkways, all the buildings are freighter rooms, and so it was a lot of fun to put together.
Yeah, they come with so many free little bits on them. They got the lights on them. They have so much detail to them. One of our other admins at Chimera built an entire archive out of freighter parts.
Wow.
And it is 1.75 times the size of a normal archive. It is like I had to like go buy I had to go like 1,000 units away to finally get the scale of it. Because it's like they're so detailed. Like you get so much like bang for your buck. And it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna just build my own archive. It's like grumbled away, and then like 2 weeks later, I was like, wow. It's just like the sky's the limit with the parts, right? It's just even using it just for these walkways. It's just by themselves, like they add so much.
So much.
Such a good addition to like the kit, you know. Like when we saw them on the freighters, most people are like, "Yay, new freighters!" And you know, a lot of light bulbs went off across the community. Like, well, I want those everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so
it's like,
good.
wait, we got more gold parts. We gotta put them everywhere.
More. It was a Kylo Ren moment. It's like more.
Guys,
good stuff.
this
Love it.
looks
And the frames too.
This looks like, you know, slightly simple, but in reality there is massive amount of thoughts that went inside this build. You know, there is massive attention. Look how the tunnels are going all the way. Nothing is just placed randomly. It's starting here, it was coming from down here. There is actual drilling. There is a refinery in place. There is just...
Yeah, Andy's into the big design aspect. Yes.
It's all going to make everything sense. Like is being affected by gravity, you know, like there's nothing hanging in the sky, you know, it's great.
Yeah, to me, I mean, it should look like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the fantasy style and the big kaleidoscopic builds and all, and I have mad respect for those people. I can't build that stuff at all. It's not in my ability to do it, you know, so I try to go the other way towards, you know, the realistic, the engineering side of things, and
so this is why you did the chicken.
You know,
what a chicken! What a chicken! I need to know the story of the chicken.
I have a giant. Now, full disclosure, the chicken is not my design. It was actually somebody else's design, and it was a way for me to play around with Blender to learn how to start building some things in Blender, and I basically built a giant, you know, equivalent of probably like a 200-foot tall rooster on a planet that one of our Qitanian members made a colony for like roadside attractions and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a little over the top. Yeah, with a completely built out and furnished interior. You can go inside of it, and it's like a full building inside of it and all that. It's kind of nuts.
But
I can't take full. I can't take full credit for that.
Reality. I had to bring up that one. Back to reality.
Yeah.
I need to see the chicken. Let's you know, this is a very relaxed place. I completely lost you, man. I don't even know where you are anymore. But
it just said you left the system on my side, so I don't know what happened. But
I disconnected.
Server slip. Yeah, you're both still there. It'll come back. It's fine.
But you're I love to cook at home, like in reality. So I wanted to build like a wood-fired restaurant. So I took the freighter rooms and wood paneled them on the inside so that they didn't have that industrial look, and kind of warmed it up a little bit. Put the wood-fired grills back here with.
That's big stuff. Because this is for feeding everyone around here, almost maybe 50 people. No, that's
so cool.
Great.
I spent the whole day today at the sea, and I didn't really eat well, and really this place makes me more hungry than usual. So let's see. This is the
Oh,
Qitanian whiskey,
Love
huh?
the ceiling.
So
Look at that ceiling.
Qitanian
That's
whiskey.
great. Isn't it
Yeah,
Qitanian
yeah,
ale?
that is it. That is
Very
Qitanian
good.
whiskey. Yeah, that's what we're known for. That's we are known for as part of our backstory for making Qitanian whiskey from starbulb that's harvested on our home planet. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Nice. I think we really need to ensure that we tell the history of the Qitanian Empire and the Qitanian whiskey, but I wanted to ensure we speed up a little bit. I think we have a lot of bases we want to cover today. So
Yeah, you need to go to the next one probably.
yeah, but let me just take a quick look to if we missed something, because there was a complex. Here it is. Where it is? Yep, here it is. This is like, where the people can relax after long work. Man, look how nice is this, correct? Usually you have a huge amount of HSE warning around here, correct? But you're just making these guys enjoying their work on the rig. I would be lucky to work for you, man.
Yeah, Andy's really taking care of his workers here. I love this plasterboard thing.
Yeah, this apartment up here on the top and the right, it's the empty one, is the one that Kim furnished, and then I totally goofed up. But
I didn't realize it was still empty. I need to come do it.
It's still empty. Yeah.
It was fun. I had come up with some fun stuff for that, but I think I have a picture of what I did.
The whole thing just vanished somehow.
Oh, every now and then it gets a little glitchy, and it will it'll kick you out onto the roof because they are freighter rooms, and they're a little touchy from time to time.
So cool, correct? Imagine this guy sitting here in the sun having a tan.
yeah, get up there and get you a tan. Yeah.
I love it. Look at this massive tree here. That's actually so cool.
You think you discover you like building in No Man's Sky, Andy?
I do. I really do.
How did you discover it?
Oh, how did I discover it? Well, the funny part is that I know I said I originally went to school to be an engineer, but even before I went into engineering, I had a desire to be an architect when I was a teenager. And, so building stuff, putting stuff together is of course just, I love it. And when I first heard this game came about, I didn't own a gaming PC until about 4 years ago. And so when I finally got one that I knew would be able to run this game, this was like the first game I went to because I had seen on social media just so many other amazing creations from people. And I wanted to give it a try for myself. So that's really how I started playing this game to begin with, was just wanting to get into it.
So it's like instead of just getting into the game and figuring out you could build, you knew you could build, so you went and got the game.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I love this creature. No, I think No Man's Sky changed a lot of people's lives, to be honest, because without No Man's Sky, at least for me, I wouldn't have even I wouldn't have even started the channel or done anything like that. And now without No Man's Sky, I wouldn't have been stuck in here. So I'm gonna log out anyway because I need to rejoin again in multiplayer. And the stories of the amount of people who who had impacted their life with No Man's Sky is just a lot. I don't think there have been a week where I haven't seen this game impacting people's life, mostly in a positive way. Max, what do you think about this build, my friend?
Yeah, it's really good. It's good use of the space, the environment, parts, of course, and just bringing that. This is good proof of concept. Having looked at the reference, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like in the details, like I said, the greebling, which all as builders, we definitely
we're all
appreciate
going to be using that
layers
word
on the layers.
Yeah.
Greebling, we're greeblers.
Okay. Yeah. the new griefing. It's the fun griefing, right?
The
It's
fun
griefing your own base with parts. It's like, oh, I'll just put a few more bushes. It's fine.
The base
No one
is
will
like,
notice
leave me
this."
alone. No.
Yeah, it's like, render limit exceeded. Don't tell me how to render.
Yeah.
It's really.
I'll
it's
make
really
whale oil
interesting.
on my own terms. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah.
Render.
I think it's really interesting that even thought we originally never planned, correct? Never planned to spend all this time in the game. Never planned to meet
Right.
all of these people. We end up, all connecting here, spending time together. It's really interesting. But but this build, I think, in reality, in the future, people are gonna come and say there are now different type of of builds in No Man's Sky, like how we deal with arts, for example, correct? We have the realism arts, we have the we have the imaginary arts. I'm never been educated enough
The
about
realist.
arts. Yeah. So I think this is also something that in the future, the more this game stay, and I think it's gonna stay for so long, we are gonna come with these people who prefer realism school in building, people who prefer the fancy school. You will have all kind of different kind of building school. But for me, it's good we have all these different kind of approaches, because this is how things can be more fun and exciting, to be honest.
That's true. No Man's Sky is definitely a dynamic artscape. Like contemporary. It can go from people trying to build like perfect replicas of skyscrapers or antiquities. You get, if you want to go to like the art spectrum, like classical art or modern art. You got the kaleidoscopes and the tech stuff, and like you can do anything you want, from like fantasy to there's just the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah, I mean, the range is just phenomenal with what you can do. It's just awesome. I love it.
Compared to the building in Starfield, which one is better?
Oh, it's incomparable.
It's
No Man's
a
Sky is
completely
freedom
different
of
world,
building.
yeah.
It's definitely it's much more open. Starfield is it's textured. Well, everything is very well detailed. The polygons are they're packed. Everything looks pretty. The placement of things, the rigidness of the free placement. Of the actual placement. I had more using free placement, except every object is affected by gravity. Everything.
Yeah.
So anything you place, if I put a book on a shelf and I tap the other 7 books next to it, they all fall over. So that does not happen in No Man's. So there's a bit of a learning curve. No Man's Sky allows for just an exorbitantly higher amount of creative freedom. As in the curve from putting the two models side by side, you could never do what No Man's Sky does in Starfield. I don't think it'll ever happen. So it'll always be special in that regard.
Yeah, they would have to change Starfield completely to allow for the range of builds, the kind of thing we do in No Man's Sky.
Wow. Look at the ship. Sorry, fish.
Oh, Cash came in. Hey, Cash.
Oh,
nice.
Cash is in the show. Oh
Is
my
he?
god.
He is here.
That's a
Yay.
historical moment in the history of the No Man's Sky Wonders Show. We need to record this. Record this for history, guys. What is the time exactly? Thank you for joining.
1:49 Eastern
Thank you.
Standard Time on this, the 30th
Yes.
of September, the
Historical moment.
23rd day of
Ding.
the 21st century of this
Oh,
fine
hi,
year.
Volunteer.
No, I really appreciate Cash
Goose
stopping
me
by.
Right back.
No, I let you guys, trying to be, how do you say, polite about the differences. I think, yes, we should not be comparing apple to an orange. But I know you spend like 20 hours per day playing Starfield, so come on, I know you love it. Okay, let's take a look to this build. Where are you? Where are you,
Sorry, I
Andy?
didn't
Where
love
should
it.
we start?
I am I am standing where you originally landed your ship. I'm
I
I'm
took it
ahead
out
of you.
here because I was having a lot
Yeah.
of frame rate drops, and I think the game was almost
It's-
gonna crash. But now it's good.
It's a pretty complex build too. This one's just under 3,000 pieces as well. But as you can see, I built this one before the one we just left. So this was kind of my first attempt at a big industrial build. But this one I actually took inspiration from another real life location, actually a little looser interpretation of a place that used to exist in Hong Kong. It was called Kowloon Walled City, and it was this like very densely packed block of like buildings and just randomly placed little cubicles of buildings and whatnot on top of one another, and it was just it fascinated me because it was, even though it looked very like almost post-apocalyptic or very industrial, it had an organic feel to it because it was built a little piece here, a little piece there, kind of over time.
Oh, wow, neat. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't exist anymore. It was torn down a few years ago but it was just kind of fascinating.
They destroyed
So
it. I was just gonna ask Max to research for this. I mean, we are the fact checker. No,
you can find lots of pictures of it still on the internet, but the physical location doesn't exist anymore.
Hong
Andy, I
Kong,
think this is
Azra
the
began.
first build of yours I ever visited. And I
Wow.
didn't know you at the time. Yeah. Like when I first joined the Qitanian Empire and went to build something here on Qitanopolis, this is the first one I saw.
This is
Yeah, go ahead.
kind of one of I'm just saying this is Kim. This is still kind of one of my favorites. It's been around for a while. I've had it for a while, but I keep coming back to it. It's just
Is
a lot
this
of
the
fun.
one that has the coffee maker and the...
Yes, it does. It does. It has coffee
Okay.
maker. It's got a few surprises upstairs. If you go all the way up that big staircase on the right, there's
Yeah,
a
you
few
gotta go
doors up
look in
there.
there, Miha.
I'm
It's
gonna
awesome.
go. I'm gonna go. I just want to say something that just blew me away in VR now is that when I actually summon the ship, they'll actually have a cool animation showing the ship is actually landing in here. This never happened before because these screens always used to be blank in VR.
Oh, yeah.
But the amount of details that Hello Games just keep adding is very interesting. This is gonna be my new toy now. You see, this is right there. Let's try to
It's
do
like, wow,
this.
I can actually
Look at
see
this.
my
Look at
ship
this.
land.
Look at this. Look at this circle. It's landing. Yeah, let's go in and see. I mean, coffee. Oh my God, I really should have.
Just wait till you
used
see how he
coffee.
built this thing. It's so cool.
Yeah, I'm so enriched with the amount of characters from every single word when Andy opened his mouth and talked. I mean, it's extremely interesting episode for me. Hong Kong, Azra began. What on earth are we talking about here? Okay, so you see here the amount of details again. I mean, it's remind me a little bit of Japan also. but you know the local areas in Japan. But did I enter from the correct place?
Say that again.
Did I enter from the correct place? Is this
Yes. Yeah. You're coming in. You're coming in from. Yeah. There's two entrances, but this is kind of probably the main one, as it were. But yeah, as you come up the steps, if you take a look to your right when you come up to that little cabana right there, take a look at the drink machine to your right. It's right behind you. Under that.
That's a slash machine.
Yeah.
Very funny. This is actually one of my favorites. Before I start doing some intensive, diet, you see, correct? This is actually used to be a favorite drink that I love because it's, slashes are very popular here and, in the desert, correct? So seeing a slush machine anywhere is something that will make your heart bob away from happiness. We love slush here. We love frozen ice with anything else. That's the level of details, guys. The level of details. Did you see this slush machine, Max and Kim?
Indeed, looks really cool.
That's amazing.
Okay, I want to ensure the guys in the chat
Love the color.
leave comments about what you think about Andy Bays. I think this is really interesting. Oh, I see a buyer joined, and oh, Mark's Squint. Okay, thank you for joining. And I think maybe from the Qitanian Empire, a lot of Qitanian Empire fans are coming here. Did we see someone else that I missed to welcome? No, I think
Bella's here. He showed up. I don't know if we said hi to
yeah,
him.
Bella. So teachers day here, teachers day off. Okay, so let's move on. From which direction, my friend?
Yeah, probably because a lot of this base, unfortunately, I say unfortunately, is very similar to the one that you just left. But I think, as Kim said, if you head up this big stairway to the right, all the way to the right, and just head up that way, I do have some surprises up there that I think are kind of fun, that you might enjoy from the headset perspective.
Oh, this is a billiard table.
Yeah, a little casino.
Pew! I wish there is a way I can actually push this out. That's actually so cool.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could actually do it.
Yeah, I think it should be really easy for them to introduce a little bit of mechanics for VR. So right now, at least in VR, the game is crisp, clear, and there is just very few issues when it comes to reprojection anymore, even in multiplayer. And we don't have any performance issues. If you just allow us to have some more fun. I mean, there is one ball that we can push, like the big ball. I think if you put this big ball and make it small around here, I can actually push it and it will hit the other balls. You know, there's a very big ball. I don't know what they call it.
I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah,
this is the only
sphere
ball that I
generator.
can push. And here we can do a little bit of gambling on a blackjack. Yeah, I could really use some more money now. I'm spending all of my money on upgrading my PC. Again, a very...
Yeah, tell us about your new PC build, Mia.
Sorry? Come again?
Tell us about your new PC build.
My new PC?
Yeah.
So this is a new rig. You know, I had to sell my gaming laptop and I had to sell my racing car. It's like, you know, how do you say? I sold a lot of stuff that's close to my heart to get a very powerful computer, like a really strong computer, because even so PSVR 2 is really cool. The amount of games, like space games, I only play space games, and the amount of space games that I can play on PSVR 2 are very limited, like 6 or 7, while, you know, on Quest and PC and Steam VR there is over 30 very good games, and I really wanted to upgrade so I can actually play them in a good experience. It's a very good rig, it's very powerful. I can now actually also stream No Man's Sky from PC, not only PSVR 2, which can allow me to read chat and do some other stuff. I just don't have enough time to yet, you know, install it, and I can, you know, I installed it, but I didn't yet fully set it up. I still need to set up the stream, but it's very powerful. It's a very good PC. It's it have, you know, 4070 Ti and very like 13th generation Intel. You know, current generation is 13th generation. So yeah, it's a good, powerful one. I'm gonna be in debt until August 2024, and now I can't buy a Quest 3 because now I'm out of money. I mean, if I buy anything else, I think my wife is gonna literally, you know, kick me out of the house. She wants some stuff, and I keep buying all these things, and for her it's like, why? You already had a laptop. Why you are getting a new PC, correct? So it's like, you know, it's very hard to explain to her what's the difference between all of this stuff. She really hates virtual reality because it's taking too much of, you know, the family time. But yeah, I love it. It's a very cool one. Thank you for asking. No one ever asked me about anything. It's like I never exist in this show. But I like this.
You're always asking all the questions, but see, I knew what I could ask you.
Thank you.
Well, I just knew all of us gamers would love hearing about your new rig because, we all salivate over that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
very much.
I can play Starfield on ultra max graphics, but I still didn't, do that. I know for you guys it seems that I am not a human person, but I'm still waiting for the VR mode for Starfield.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play Starfield because it's flat screen.
Crazy, huh?
Because he's crazy. But anyway.
That's it'll be next year's with the mod support will be wild. So
no, they will do it, I'm sure, because they will do it. But
there'll be like a store where there'll be for free mods for everybody. It's gonna be wild. But it's only a couple months after it came out, so it's full mod support. So kind of like Fallout 4 or Skyrim. It'll be we'll probably paired with the DLC that they release, which will be they'll just put a new star on the map and go, oh look, here's 30 other places you can go, and they're all pretty. I'll be like, excellent. Away I go. So it's going to be a long time, yeah. But, No Man's Sky apparently is going to be doing some crazy things according to an inside source, so that's tasty. They've gone pretty hard this year, so they can only go harder, right?
Yeah.
The level of details in this game.
We can only hope so.
I don't know much about game designs. Maybe Solar, if you join us, can tell us a little bit. But look how beautiful and detailed this is, guys. It's marvelous. All right. So you actually seen this place, Andy, in real life? Like you went there, or just saw a little bit some information about it?
Yeah, no, this one's not based on as much in real life. It was just kind of inspired by a couple of real life things, but it doesn't really look like anything that's actually out there.
It's very cool. I really like it, and I think I didn't see everything yet. There's just too many small places around here, and maybe some stuff didn't spawn for me for some reason.
But straight ahead of you in there, and oh man, it's not rendering in all that great for you. But there's the coffee maker sits inside there. If that was
I'm gonna try
something you wanted to.
I want to see the coffee
That was one of the
maker.
first micro build things that I saw when I joined the Qitanian Empire, and I was like, oh my goodness, these guys can teach me some stuff. That's what I was thinking when I saw this.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we really need to talk about the Qitanian Empire. So I want to tell you guys my personal experience about the Qitanian Empire, because I don't want to say I was like a lost soul, but I was really in a very low time in my life when I started connecting with the Nomanskyechoes community on Twitter, and actually recruited me for the Qitanian Empire. And in reality, I have met some of the most nicest people like in my whole life in there, and this was my first civilization ever, and it just gives you the feeling that you are with your family. And now I know people use this word all the time, everywhere. It actually loses the meaning, but it's just a very warm, nice place that will make you always smile. I really enjoyed my time, and I still proud member of the Qitanian Empire. Unless they Cash decide to shut it down, I will always be there. It's a place that always makes me happy to remember, and always try to stop by there. So these online social gathering experiences, I believe, are something we all search and look for. I mean, we all have our own families, but we seek new experiences, new people, and as soon as we found them, we try to protect them, put boundaries on them. We want to ensure that this place is safe for us to stay and grow as a community. So really massive respect to everyone in the Qitanian Empire and all the civilization and Nomanskyechoes community in general. I really love Qitanian Empire.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool to hear. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel the
that
same
is
way
cool.
about it. And meeting Andy was a big plus for me. I've had met a lot of really cool people there. I'm
How you
grateful for
joined the
it.
Qitanian Empire, Kim?
Do what?
Who recruited you for the Qitanian Empire? How did you join?
Oh, you know what? Cash started interacting with me on Twitter a little bit. Like if I would post pictures or something, he would say about it. And then I also knew Tina on Twitter, and they're the only two I knew really. But I had kind of been thinking about joining one of the communities, and I wasn't sure which one at all. I had no idea where I'd fit in or where anybody would like me. So I just decided to just jump in. So I just hit Cash up about it on Twitter and was like, how do I do this? And so I recruited myself, I guess. But it was because I knew Cash and Tina.
Yeah, Max is saying it's an empire and they have been an imperial. Oh, I see. Tess have dropped in, and Enra also dropped
Yeah,
in.
this is here. Yay!
Yeah.
You guys, thank you for joining. Quest would be the best choice for PC VR. Come on, Zaps, I thought you watch all of my videos. I put like a 12 minutes video to show the difference between Quest versus PC VR. I would say watch this video unless you really want me to repeat everything I said there. Guys, really appreciate you dropping by. I think the not all of the machine is spawned, but look how beautiful this. Look at this, Max. This is
Oh wow.
very, very cool. I now need to get rid
Yeah,
of
that's
my coffee
great.
machine and get a nice one. Mine looks a piece of shit compared to this. You put the coffee in the top, you can actually, turn it on.
Yeah.
And there is something already actually heating it, and look at all these fancy mugs. Do you guys have your own loved personal mug with something special to your heart that you use at home for your coffee, or just any open glass?
No, I do. I have actually a Christmas mug that I use year round. It just says Merry in big letters on the side of it. Yeah. I keep in the spirit year round, but yeah, that's my go-to.
I don't really have a mug. I have I usually just use like a big, like regular glass because I like to do iced coffee. So
Iced coffee.
actually,
Wow.
I make cold brew and then I make it iced coffee.
Interesting. All right, guys. If you have a special mug, post the pictures in Discord. Let's see some nice, cool mugs. And yeah, I'm so curious to see which ones. I have a big mug. I think it's a Star Wars mug. Not because it's special to my heart or anything. It's just because I drink a lot of coffee. But in reality, I'm thinking maybe I actually need to get a new one. Maybe some of your posts would inspire me. Coffee fans, if you have a special mug, put the picture on Discord, and also let us know in the chat if you just use any mug that you find your hand on, or you have a special story. Andy, I really love this place. Yeah, go ahead, Cam.
Oh, and anybody who drinks tea instead, post your teacups. We will look.
Oh yeah, tea. Yeah, no, tea are
Yeah, we've
not
got
really welcome in
tea
here.
here,
Oh yeah, but
large
we have
and
cash.
so we
Maybe tea because he's from Europe. So let's see.
Yeah, tea is good. I actually like tea more than I like coffee. My son likes to hear me say that it's so much more of a civilized drink over coffee. So yeah.
I love tea also. I mean, I like to mix things around, but the problem with tea is I can drink one cup of tea and then I'm like done. I can't drink. But I can drink like 4 cups of coffee back to back, and I can drink more. I don't know why it's much more easier for me to drink much more coffee, which is not maybe very healthy. But yeah, that's how it looks like. I'm on fire in here. This building didn't really spawn fully for me, but look, I am burning. But look at this. It's very nice. It's a very nice building. The way that all of these small shops, all of these, tiny stalls above each other. I'm sure if Abaya come here, he will take some beautiful shots. This is very beautiful. Okay, I think maybe we are almost going maybe 30-40 minutes. We need to speed up because we have two more places.
Yeah.
What do
Let's
you
do
guys what do you guys think about this? Kim, what do you think about this build?
This is awesome. Like I said, this is one of the first builds I saw on this planet. This planet is full of city builds, and it was one of the first places I went. I think I managed to end up here in Qitanopolis before I even went to the home world when I first joined the Qitanian Empire. So I was just like thrilled, when I saw this, and I love the big like crane thing coming out the side, and I was pretty impressed with this build. Yeah.
I'm so impressed with the clarity of No Man's Sky now in virtual reality. These animals never looked this big, this clear. The level of details, the shells, there is even small knocks on the shells. You see these small knocks? It's completely different game. Completely different game. What, a baby animal? What are these? Juvenile, and they are called, oh no way, Picodorias. What the hell is that? Okay, so I'm gonna rejoin you in multiplayer, or it's on the same save?
Yes. No, it's a different save, so you'll have to rejoin me again. But I'm already there and ready for you. So you're going to get a ride into Galaxy 162 for this next one.
I love that galaxy. I think I have a house in that same system.
You do? Yeah, you do.
All right, I'm coming. I really want to, ensure that I keep an eye on the chat because we are getting Leslie.
Oh yeah,
and I finally, I'm finally maybe able to do a session with Leslie soon. Leslie, you haven't booked an episode in the show. You need to do that. I want you to speak a little bit. Oh wow, look at this massive, beautiful system that I just landed in. What is this? Wow. Oh, I think it crashed my game. It recovered somehow. I don't know how they started doing this. Usually in the past, if the VR game froze, it's done. It's froze. But now the game recovered. But look at the amount of asteroids around here. It's a space. Okay, let's go. Where is Andy? Where is Andy?
Off to your left.
Yeah, I'm completely frozen from the beauty of this view.
The color mix in this system is gorgeous. I love it when they're like that, like with the orange and the purple.
Orange and purple, yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Now this build is like completely changing gears. This is kind of what I normally build on a more frequent basis. This is definitely going back to wanting to be an architect. I wanted to build a house actually as a gift to a fellow Qitanian who goes by the name of Sir Dishy, who's in our group, who I absolutely love him. He's fantastic. He is actually in real life, he's an architectural photographer, but he's a fan of architecture like I am. So I got a lot of really good ideas from him, with a lot of great tips and tricks, and just a lot of good guidance from him, and he became a really good friend of mine. So I decided to try and build something to sort of quote unquote give to him, to be able to just say thanks for all of your inspiration, your help, and your friendship, and all of that. So that's where this one comes from, and it's actually based on a real structure that exists in California.
Come on, man! You have to stop doing this to me. Are you trying to blow me away? Another structure that's built on another real life place. But I sorry to interrupt you, but is there a color shift on this planet?
Yes, it's a chameleon planet. It's beautiful.
Wow.
This is my favorite place.
No, but take a look to this, correct? The color shift is
Yeah.
really impacting the atmospheric entry.
Mhm.
It's crazy beautiful. Wow. I'm gonna do this one last time. I sorry interrupted you, but I think,
No, go for
when
it.
they bumped up the graphics with, they didn't actually bump the graphics, they just enabled the foveated rendering with eye tracking. The impressions, how you actually feel that you are in the game, the more you play the game. I think I haven't noticed it before. I haven't actually go to a color shift planet after the update yet. But look at this. When you actually go, there is a lot of effects. There is also vibration in the headset, in the sense controller, and in my head. All of this was there, but now when you actually getting close to the atmosphere, the mix of the color effects are wow. All right. Yeah, so sorry, speaking about California, wow, look how beautiful this planet is from the sky. Wow.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous planet. It looked like it was it looked like an Earth-like planet from orbit, because you got the good blue water and the green grass. The first time I landed on this place and it had that crazy color shift, and I was just like, I know this is a planet I've got to build something on. And it was just such a pretty place.
But
yeah,
it's always Red Sea for some reason. You guys love
it does have kind of an orange color to it until the kind of color shift kicks in, and then the water is actually blue when you're up close to it.
Look how free these birds are in the sky. Oh my god. The color shift is so cool. Yeah, it's more oranges. A little bit of orange. Wow. Every day I drop my kids to school, and every day I see the birds, just aimlessly. Actually, they have it on aim, they are mostly migrating, but they are just free. Like one of the reasons I love playing in VR is I am free. I can physically go anywhere I want, especially in No Man's Sky. And now we are able to see these birds all the way until they disappear. I'm waiting until the base loads, but
Sure.
you built this as a thank you for your friend, for all of your help and support. How nice was that?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to put together, because I really wanted to just be able to say, hey, thanks for all of your great ideas. Several of these ideas actually came from him, but it's just such a pretty place, and I find myself coming back here all the time, almost treating it like my home in the game. It's just such a pretty location. I can't get away from it. It's beautiful.
Oh, in the color shift, at night also just so relaxing. Wow.
So when you just went into photo mode there, you're seeing it without its color shift.
Yeah.
And you're only going to get this one chance to do this in photo mode. Yeah. You only get it the first time you go to these kind of planets, or like any kind of planet. It's like save the. It's fair. It's cool.
I think it's still loading, but the color shift is kicking in, and
It looks like you're seeing all of it. Yeah.
Oh, this is.
Look at that. Cool.
Now
Change
it's in pink/purple/red. So
Look at that.
nice.
The portal looks pink.
Yeah, you're actually, it's kind of strange, because you're seeing actually different colors than what I see when I'm loaded into it. It's a slightly different color shift on from your perspective than what I see.
Yeah, because I don't remember it being these colors. Yeah, so I think Miha's is a little different.
Yeah, people have been complaining about this for a while, correct? That sometimes the colors in the VR headset, is slightly different.
We're seeing blue fire.
Yeah.
So cool.
This is
Blue fire barrel.
whitish frozen color with, I don't know. It's too much color.
Oh, I love that. It's great. Never.
This is magical.
Look at that. That's great.
So relaxing. So relaxing.
I tried really hard with building this place to, when I revealed it to my friend of trying to make it a peaceful place. I wanted that to really come across and when you walked in.
Oh.
So I hope that's what it feels like.
That's extremely interesting. So I'm gonna tell you guys a secret, correct? I'm so surprised I actually reached episode number 33. Is today 33? Episode 33, correct? I reached episode 33. I put all these kind of crazy names on the episodes. No one ever asked me what the hell do I mean by these, correct? And to be honest, correct, very rarely people ask about this, but when I saw the picture of this place, it just gave me, as I mentioned, a peaceful feeling, and that's why I call this episode, peace and something else which is also about peace, correct? But yeah, this is exactly what I felt when I looked to the picture of this place, and when I walk to it in VR, I am completely relaxed. It's like I'm taking a massage or something. It's so peaceful inside here. So peaceful.
Like any place that is peaceful, though, you've got to have a little area to kind of unwind and maybe turn it up just a little bit, because across the patio over there is a small little music club actually built in the bottom of that building out back. So you can turn the noise up if you really want to.
Hey, what is this? What is this thing?
It's one of those liches called the rattle spine that you can find. I can't remember the name of the type of planet, but like along with the little hex tree and the glitching separator and all that sort of stuff. It's one of those.
Interesting.
But I love how it sits and just floats up and down.
Mm-hmm.
No, but this purple thing here, what is this purple thing down here?
It's just part of it.
It's part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything purple like this before, maybe because of the color shift.
I think so, yeah.
Ah, that's a cool... Is this your friend? A statue. Alright, that's a very, very well thought, peaceful place. I think everyone should have at least a place, maybe in his mind, to unwind, relax, and forget the pressure. I think, especially with your kind of job, it's critically important to refresh and unwind from time to time. I do this in VR. I do this every Saturday. I really want to thank you guys, really giving me the opportunity to see this creation from your own eyes, hearing these stories and coming here every week have been really something that's supporting me, and I think made me much more relaxed person in general. It helped me in my life, it helped me in my my job, even with my family. Even so, my wife hates it, but in the end it made me much more enjoyable person to sit with and talk, because I completely unwind here every week. You guys make me just a better person. So really thank you, and people who join in the chat, everyone who come here, and I don't know, as I mentioned, stay with us, and instead of watching Netflix, or I'm sure there is many more interesting stuff that you guys could have done. Again, really appreciate you coming here and joining us live. So let's see where the guys in the chat are talking about all kind of stuff that have nothing to do with with what we're speaking about, which is fine. All right, so is there any place I missed around here?
Yeah, you want to hit the building that's out back. So go back out of that bedroom and go to the left onto the patio out back.
Look how nice is this. I love this. I love these colors. and this big animal is looking me exactly in the eyes, creepy as hell. And now we have a storm, so everything is becoming more gray. These animals can be so creepy. I think if they want to make a spooky, Halloween thing in No Man's Sky, they can easily introduce like ghost creatures or something that can just appear and look you in the eye and then disappear, and they can make you freak as hell. All right.
One of the oh, go ahead. Yeah, the door's on the side over there. But one of my hobbies is
coral.
Yeah, I do. I really do love it in a fire pit for whatever reason. But
Well, me too. That's how I always did mine before they had the barrels.
yeah,
But now sometimes I still do it that way because I like them. But I was talking about Miha. He couldn't even get past the coral to get into the building out here.
There is cooking
But,
everywhere. Do you like to cook in real life, grill
I
and
do.
stuff?
I do
does.
love to cook.
Yeah, I think always our real life experiences influence us somehow when we are building. So I'm wondering if I have time to learn, build, and patient like you guys. What I'm gonna build actually, it's gonna be interesting. What is this?
Yeah, that would be neat to see.
This is like a piano.
That is,
music.
it's a piano, a drum kit, and a big upright bass. Yeah, because one of my hobbies is I am a drum. I'm a drummer. I've been playing drums for like 35 years.
Oh, really?
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, used to be in a band many years ago, and decided to try and build like a little jazz club in here. So that's what I tried to do.
This is super cool because every place of rest, our house, we need a jazz club out back.
I think you're right. I totally agree.
You think you know someone, correct? Then you found that you know nothing about him. I would have never guessed that you're a drummer. You seems like an extremely quiet, calm person, and then you actually used to be a drummer. Come on! Oh my god! That's so interesting.
Yeah, there's a definite rock and roll streak in there. I'll guarantee.
Let me see. I don't have my.
Yeah, that's some long-term music. Though. That's like if you put him in front of a drum kit blindfolded, it'd be like, oh, here it is. Just feel like,
Yeah.
I have a feeling like it wouldn't be that you can get a fill in and that. Like, that's great. Actually, speaking of drum, I was watching a video of drummers who just listen to openings of songs without drums, and then they start filling it in, and like 9 times out of 10, it's almost 100% accurate.
Oh, that's
pretty
amazing.
They did
People with
test
that
it with
kind of musical ability just blow me away. Yeah.
Yeah, they did it with the Red Hot Chili Pepper guy. I can't remember his name. He looks over. He's just like, okay, yeah, okay. He just like, and just had it like in like seconds. It's just like the guy on the mic's like, oh my god.
It's like they could just tell what needed to go there.
Yeah, just like, oh okay. just by like how like the opening sway of like the lyrics.
Yeah.
I think it was like
Just
I don't
just
know. It was
how
like
it
a
feels,
30
yeah.
seconds from Mario song or something. Like some song he'd never heard in his life. It just threw a curveball at him. He's just, oh, okay. Just immediately had it. I was like, yes. So good.
I love to
so
see that kind of thing. That kind of talent is really neat to watch.
Yeah, it's a language.
The level of details and the carpets. Oh my god.
I like how the Qitanian
this is pretty cool.
decals go on purple too. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the piano legs are the. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little bottles for the piano legs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, what do I have that's curvy and ornate?
What do I have? Yeah.
And even what do you call these things that they read from? Musical notes or?
Yeah, the little music stand. Yeah, the music sheet music.
Oh.
That was the only poster I could find that even looked remotely like sheet music, so we went with it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Oh, look the beauty! Oh my god, how beautiful this game in VR! Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That goes well with it. I wake up, come out with the coffee/tea, remaining neutral on that one because I drink gallons of both at different times. But yeah, sitting out on the deck with that, oh man, that's just fantastic.
You know, Andy, this is so neat because I love third spaces, like places that aren't home or work, which is like place 1 and 2, but then third places, which are, you know, kind of like coffee shops, jazz clubs, place you go to like hang out with your friends and have like some kind of neat space to just chill and talk about cool stuff. And you had to put one at your house. I like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I totally get it. It's that just sort of cozy, warm gathering place, you know.
Yes, I love that.
That we all kind of want or look for, whatever that looks like to each of us. For me, it's probably a jazz club or a coffee shop, you know. So those do pop up in my builds pretty regularly.
Yep, same here. I don't know how many coffee houses I've built.
I feel so sad right now because this was a very nice, beautiful planet. And as soon as I collected some stuff that I don't even need, correct? It
Impulse
died.
beans, yeah, you stripped
Impulse
it.
beans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is that's what humans do, correct? We just take everything and leave the planets like this. All right,
It's okay, it'll grow.
let's go to the latest place. Let me just take one last look to this. I mean, this place
Yeah, and I'll head over to the new one.
so peaceful. I really enjoyed this place on the sea. So peaceful, so relaxing place. Especially when you come here, as I mentioned, in VR. There is also a swimming pool. Oh my god, I didn't jump in the swimming pool yet. I love swimming pools.
Yeah, this is a very nice swimming pool. It was so cool because one of my other Qitanian friends brought me here because this system is just so neat, and I didn't realize Andy had a house here already, and I built a house on one of the other planets.
2
And then I found out I had him as a neighbor, so that was
and
great.
3. Pew! Nice. That's actually so cool. I really like swimming pools. Sorry, Kim. I just, had to jump quickly in here.
Nice.
I had to jump one more time. This is really cool. So refreshing. One more time and then I'm gonna leave, I promise. 1 second. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I hit the wall. This is very dangerous. I need to be careful not to, hit my head to the wall. So Kim, sorry, what were you saying?
I don't even remember now.
You said one of your friends were bringing you here.
Oh, yeah. Frank brought me here to show me this system because it was so cool in this galaxy that's like nobody's ever in. And then I built a house on one of the planets, and then I realized later that after I met Andy that he had a house here too. So that was kind of cool because I ended up with a neighbor.
Nice. And you guys both are also neighbors in real life or close to each other, so it's good. Good.
Yeah, we're not too far.
Yeah,
About,
a couple
what,
hours.
2.5 hour drive.
2.5 hours or so, I guess, from each other. Yeah.
All right, perfect. So let's go to the last base. I think. How long have been on, guys? Did you finish 1 hour?
An hour and 30
about an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's speed up to the last place because I think people really get bored from me if I keep talking for more than 1 hour and a half. So should I rejoin you to the last save?
Yes, I'm there and ready to go.
All right. What a lovely Saturday. Where is everyone, cool and nice place where they unwind and chill out? You have a special place you cool and chill out, Max, when you want to be alone under a lot of stress? Is it video games?
Usually
Or
the
is it a
back.
physical place?
Usually, yeah, they're here or outside. One or the other. If I can get up north, even better.
What about you, Kim?
A place to chill out.
It doesn't need to be a physical place, correct? When you are so stressed, so tired of life, and you just want to, disconnect, what do you do? A specific place in your mind, a real place that you love to go to?
Well, right now, I really love my home. It's a super peaceful, quiet
Your real life
place.
home?
Yeah. And, the two people that live here with me, my mom and my husband, I love them a lot, and we usually have a really good time. So just being home for me is really a nice experience, which I wish everybody had that everywhere. I haven't always had that, but it's really nice to just want to go home sometimes.
Sometimes I think you go to home a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling Miha yesterday, like before the pandemic, I was always like out of the house doing something. But since the pandemic, I'm just like I got so used to being at home that now you can't hardly pry me out of it. But what else do I like to do? I don't know. There's lots of stuff I like to go out and do. I love coffee shops. I love concerts. What else do I like to do?
Well, I just want
And, well, I'd
one
love to
place that
build-
you can chill in out. But yeah, share everything else. It's
Yeah.
cool. I'm just joking.
You always tell me I don't talk enough, so here I try. Now
Yeah,
you're telling me.
yeah. Go ahead. Let me just kill this.
No, well, the only other thing I was going to say was building in No Man's Sky. That really puts me in the zone. Like, I love that hours can just fly by, and I'm building something, and that's my happy place.
And
Same here.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely whiling away the hours building something when I get the free time nowadays. I'm unfortunately entirely too busy these days, but if I get the time to actually put my earbuds in and go upstairs and play with my drum kit a bit, that's really what works for me nowadays. It's so relaxing and just allows you can kind of take your stress out on the drum kit. It's my chosen route if I get the chance nowadays.
That's so cool.
All right, let's know the history about this place. I know it's a memorial. I want to see if anyone had an interesting, cool place that we can take a look at in the chat. And we're gonna wrap up here because I see Delta Man already dropped. Thank you for joining us, Delta Man. So yeah, getting too old. So yeah, if anyone posts something. What did Maxi say? Me has become this destroyer of the world. Yeah, if anyone posted something cool. Yeah, let's hear about these happy places, guys. So this is a memorial, correct, Andy?
Correct. It was. I was asked. Well, the quick backstory is that one of the first two Qitanians was a guy named Mario Picardi. He went by Beecher 72 on social media and in the game, and he passed away in summer of 2021, if I remember correctly, to cancer, unfortunately. And we, as an empire, got together. He helped build the empire kind of from just a few guys on Reddit into something that ended up being canonized in the game with decals and stickers and all that. This planet was his home planet. He was also the founder and the leader of the Qitanian Empire, which is where we are right now. And this physical location on the planet, if I remember correctly, was actually the site of one of his bases, or very close to the site of one of his bases that used to be known as Camelot. So when I was asked to build something to kind of memorialize Mario, I did my best to kind of search into his life and history a little bit. He was born and lived in the northern Italian province of Lombardy. The biggest city there is a city that most people know. It's in Milan, that's there in northern Italy. There's a building in Milan called the Palazzo Mondadori. It's this long white concrete building that's got this glass structure built in the middle of it, and designed by a Brazilian architect that I'm a big fan of. So when I was looking for ideas, again with a little bit of input from some other Qitanians, Serdishi being one of them, we came up with the idea of building this sort of wooden homage to that building in Milan, in his hometown, with just the single tree in the center of it, a couple of flames in there that just go all the time, as just a really peaceful, kind of introspective place. You can go in there, you can sit down, especially at night. The rings of the planet fill up all the windows on one side of the building, and it's just a real quiet, contemplative place that I tried to create in Mario's memory, with a little Italian flag on the top as a bit of an Easter egg up there. That if you jetpack up on top of the building, you can actually see it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I have seen it. So there is an echo coming. I'm not sure why. Maybe mute someone. Someone need to mute or something. But was that your friend, Dex Ex Machina?
What, Mijo?
No, that was that's the person that. Yeah, I don't know who that is as far as in relation to Mario, but I guess they discovered the system. Yeah, Mario went by Beecher in
Beecher One.
Yeah, Beecher One. That's him.
Yeah. So it's. I think there's a little bit of echo. I'm not sure what is the reason for that, but it's really. It really touches me hard when I come to places like this, because people die, but they leave a piece of them behind, and being able to actually see a person home planet many years after they are gone, and this place, the way the flowers are organized and the amount of effort done here to remember his memory, I think it's so touching, really. I mean, losing someone that's close to you is not always something easy, but knowing that we have his memories here, we have his first planet he discovered, things that he loved, and doing the research. I think if he sees this, if he can correct, he'll be really happy.
I hope if he sees it, he'd be pleased with it. I didn't get to know him too terribly well, because he passed away not too long after I really formally joined the Empire, but he was well known in the community and in the organized space community, and of course very special to us. And we just wanted to make sure we had a way of memorializing him in some way.
Yeah, this is just have its own ways, correct? We always think we are in control, and then suddenly we are not. Yeah, no, I think it's from architecture perspective, it's very impressive how it fits, but it just gives this this sadness. It's really making me very sad coming here. it has, it have history. It's like I went to an ancient place. It's like, it's very strange because this is just an in-game 3D objects, but somehow I'm getting the feeling that this is an actual memorial place. All right. What do you think, Maxon, came about this build?
This is beautiful. I think it's appropriate for a memorial. It's like a nice place to contemplate and think.
Yeah, I love the flow of it and the sort of the sentiment, of course. Yeah, it has it's detailed, but it just sort of delivers the points of it has more of a purpose than just the build itself, right? So yeah, they're always more special when they're dedicated to lost friends, right?
I love the way you did the flags sideways in there, Andy.
Thanks.
What a nice place to
Interesting,
remember
you
your friend.
built it over a chasm.
To picture, guys. All right, I think I can't. Yeah, I this place really made me remember a lot of people that I lost. So I think it's it's just something that that always happen. Every one of us from time to time will have to face the painful loss of someone that we love. We always think that this will never happen to us until it happens. But I think having the ability to use the in-game finding the planet home system and building memorials on it and remembering the loved ones. I really hope that if I'm gone someday, if someone will know my home planet system. I don't know if I even remember it, but I think it's a very good thing that you guys was able to do this, and yeah, really good job. It's a very nice planet. Okay, I think we're gonna close on this note because yeah, I think it have been a very fun. Really enjoyed having you today, Andy.
I really enjoyed being on it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Really appreciate you guys coming by. Guys, check the Qitanian Empire Discord. Maybe Kim, if you can post it in the chat. And yeah, follow Andy on Twitter, and really one of the nicest person I have ever met. I hope you guys will get to know him, and I think we're gonna see you next Sunday. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you everyone for watching us today, and it was a very interesting episode. I really enjoyed it. Thank you everyone.
All right, thanks. Bye, Miha.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, y'all too.
Bye, everybody.